Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jay, and on today's lesson, I am going to teach you about the English phrase "in the dead of night." Now, "in the dead of night" can also be considered as an idiom. And simply put, this phrase is used to describe something that happens or occurs very late at night, usually when it's dark, quiet, and no one is around. So, as an example, you might say, "They arrived in the dead of night and no one noticed." Or if you were describing an event, you might say, "Hoping to avoid capture, the inmates escaped from prison in the dead of night." Now, when I used to travel with my children, they're now adults, I preferred to drive to our destination in the dead of night. So I would describe that by saying, I prefer to travel in the dead of night while my kids are asleep in the back of the car. Well, I hope you have enjoyed today's lesson and you have learned what the English phrase "in the dead of night" means. Now, before we get out of here, let me tell you about a time when my wife and we drove 12 hours in the dead of night to Miami, Florida. And let me tell you, that is something that we will never, ever do again. It was a very long trip from where we live in North Georgia to South Miami. It took over 12 hours in a 4-cylinder engine car. And I can remember going down the highway. I was so exhausted. We pulled over to a rest stop and we slept for a couple of hours in the dead of night. And so, again, that is something I'll never do, but it is a trip that I will always remember. Do you prefer doing things in the dead of night, or do you prefer doing things first thing in the morning? Let me know down in the comments section. I hope you have enjoyed today's lesson. Again, my name is Jay, and if you enjoyed my video, please take a few moments to hit the like button as well as subscribe if you're not a subscriber. And make sure you practice today's lesson so you can become more fluent in speaking English. I hope you join me on my next video. Until then, have a wonderful day.